Hello, I'm Brigantia, Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Saturday and welcome to this video about Loki's lesson about the heart. When I began my journey with Loki nearly a year ago, he immediately got to work with me and was very keen for me to create a better balance between my mind, heart, and intuition. There was an obvious reason for this. All of my life, I have tended to lead with my analytical mind. I've distrusted my intuition to a degree and more often than not ignored my heart entirely, with consequences. So just for the sake of becoming a better person, it's been necessary to work on this, to heal, become balanced, and grow stronger spiritually and magically. However, there's more to this than just personal growth. Traveling down this road has opened up my eyes that the heart Earth Loki has urged me to open up is more than just about emotion. For all the importance I've placed upon intelligence, reason, and logic, the hard truth I've come to accept is that these things do not in and of themselves regulate and direct life. We are not machines, and the more we're encouraged to edit our humanity out of our being, the more strongly it wants to resurge. And this involves a rebirth of the heart. But it isn't about having high emotions all the time and abandoning all good sense. Rather, I think it's about motivations, a sense of belonging and attachment, knowing who you are and having a sense of purpose. It's a shift from the false independence of atomization to an understanding of how one can be both an individual and a member of community, true independence and interdependence, balance, calm, harmony. I've been floating around the edges of this idea for quite a while, but it really crystallized for me after the recent death of Queen Elizabeth. As the British monarch, she was a head of state, not of government. She was a cultural icon, a rallying point, and a symbol of stability and continuity. She was the embodiment of a civilization and the heart of her people in many ways. And now, finally, I think I begin to understand. The heart of a person, as well as the heart of a nation, is strongly linked to the sense of being part of a people, part of a larger story that has a long past and a future that goes on beyond your own lifetime. And this brought to my mind what we observe in nature. Most plants we see, especially the longer-lived, more complex plants, have a root system, not just one solitary root. And likewise the heart, especially if we're talking about the heart in the sense that Loki has been emphasizing, has more than one root. It isn't just about our emotions of the moment or how feelings can color our perceptions. The heart is more than that. It's the family, heritage, where you live, and the people you belong to, where they came from. It's about your gods and your spiritual roots. It's about the land from which you grow. By this estimation, my own heart has had its growth stunted over the years. Thanks to my upbringing as a Jehovah's Witness by parents whose faith requires them to be no part of the world, I was deliberately brought up to not be a part of the culture around me. Ancestral roots were completely de-emphasized, particularly by my mother, and a sense of family was limited by the absolute understanding that if someone left the Jehovah's Witness faith, that person would be cut off from the family. And so they are. And because of all this, it's no wonder that Loki considered this to be the first order of business that needed to be addressed. In his own history, he has experienced difficulties, costly difficulties in this matter. And he knows better than almost anyone the importance of sorting out this kind of larger heart, getting that sense of belonging and knowing where one fits into the grand scheme of things. The United States as a whole is also struggling with its heart. We've only existed for 246 years at the time of this recording. That's a blink in the eye in the sense of history. We were founded upon an abstract idea, not a long history of families that grew into clans, that grew into a people and a nation with a shared history and bloodline. On top of that, the American people are attacked from the ideologically motivated who have denigrated our history, and they have denigrated what culture we have been able to form up to this point. When we don't have a singular figure that embodies our culture or our shared identity, and that lack of a common core of the American heart is being felt right now. Searching for my heart is also searching for the American heart, and searching for a sense of family, searching for a stronger connection to the land that I live on, searching for a stronger connection to the purpose I serve in life. This is the resurrection of the heart that Loki has tasked me with, and I suspect I am not alone in this particular work, and perhaps other people watching this video may find themselves in the midst of a very similar journey at the behest of their own deities. And this road is harder and much more involved and has a far wider scope than what I imagined a year ago. And it's so much more than emotional balance. It has made me realize what a dead end the atomization of human society really is. This danger of false independence as opposed to genuine independence, and the inability to discern what individuality truly is. These cause problems, both on the individual level and on the societal level. What I do know in the midst of this journey is that I'm going to need my whole heart, and it must be healed and it must be reconstructed piece by piece. So that's where things stand at the moment, at least. If you're on a similar journey, I would love to hear about it, either in the comments or come see me on Gilded. There's a link in the description box to join us. The server is called Blackbird's Brew, and you are very welcome to start a conversation with me there. But that'll do it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye.